Hello, hello, hello again, my friends. How you doing? Boss back on the live video. Trying to do these once again at least 3 times a week just to talk to you, let you know how things are going, and maybe answer some questions for you. Well, today, like I said, it's going to be the same thing, same format. Give about 2, 3, 4 Mississippi, let people come on. And if you have any questions, give them to me. If not, I got something I can talk about. I got something to say, as normal. So Wednesday, we'll do this same live thing, but it'll be at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On Friday, it shall be at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So put it in your schedule. Make sure you get there because I got a lot of stuff I can give you, a lot of stuff I can help you with. If you got questions, just ask. No point in just sitting on the questions and having it all to yourself and keeping your mind all locked up. How you doing, Tanya? Hope you're doing good today on this Monday. I've been having an awesome beginning of this week. Sunday was awesome. Coming into today is just, wow. I mean, some crazy things are happening. I went from trying to build one group up to 1,000 people, now having 30,000 member group. Just crazy, all in one day. But that goes to show you that when you know what you want to do and you have a plan, that stuff starts coming to you. I tell you guys that you got to make that plan. And once you put that plan onto paper, then things start to happen. You start to see stuff coming towards you. And I just happen to be lucky and able to take advantage of an opportunity that was given to me to take over another Facebook group with almost 30,000 members. And it's right in my niche, which is business owners, entrepreneurs, and startups, because I want to help coach those folks. And so that was an awesome opportunity that I was able to take advantage of. And wow, crazy stuff happened yesterday, and just trying to share a little bit of it today. So I'm still in the planning process, still, taking time to write stuff down and put my brain on paper so I can actually make a good plan for these next 10 years. And everything is going awesome so far. I got the grill going outside. I'm going to put some barbecue on in a second, but definitely want to make sure I get on here and give you guys the time that you deserve. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and start. Tanya, you have any questions, anything, any questions, guys, related to anything right now? Because I always work best on the fly, that allows me to activate that superpower. Hi, Nikolai. Hi, Jason. Jason, you guys got any questions relating to sales, closing, business, life, anything, Any questions? What's something going on good with you guys, man? What's going on good with you? I told you my Sunday was awesome, and Monday is being super awesome, and I'm looking forward to a great rest of the week and continued on to the end of the year. So if you guys don't have any specific questions, I want to talk about something. So it's something that I hear a lot. Let me see. Jason says, do I take buffer for every call? I don't know what that means. Do I take a buffer for every call? I don't know what that means, Jason. Sorry. That is something I don't know what it is. So let me go through this real quick, and then if you can explain that better, I definitely will talk about it. Hey, John, I'm still looking for influencers. Everybody's still looking for influencers. I talked to this guy today. It's actually the second call. It's this company from India. They're a recruiting service. So they find people for executive positions and then market them. So I had to call with one of the guys and then his director today. So everybody's looking for influencers, man. Everybody's looking for clients. I keep doing it, and I just keep the funnel going and just keep my channel running. Once you got a good system set up, that it just keeps funneling them in. It's a matter of setting up that process, though. So That's the main thing. You know, if you have a process, you have a plan, you can work the plan works for you. So that's the best thing I can say right there. I have a video on that YouTube playlist that talks about influencer connection plan. So go look at that, have a lot of good information. And I'm sure the Team Live Rich guys got some good stuff too. I know you're over there. So, you know, jump on them with those guys, see what they can help you out with. So, hey, Dalton. So I'm going to talk today about something that comes up a lot with me, and it's simple versus easy. I know they sound like the same word, and they pretty much are, but the reason why I want to talk about it is because there's things that everybody can do that when they do it, it just looks simple. You know, you go and watch a professional power lifter get 400, 500 pounds on the rack and just, whoa, and it was just so easy, you know, just so simple for him to do that, where you go try that, you might kill yourself, you know. And every one of us has some of these abilities that we just make look simple. I was in the military for 20 years, and I actually had to learn a panel of buttons that had, I think it was about 6 across and like 10 down, and each one of those buttons had probably 8, 9 functions, and each one of those functions had like little characters that you had to memorize all of that stuff while you were talking on the radio, while you were talking to your buddies, while you were talking on 3 different radios inside. So multitasking for me is simple because my brain has been beat into that way of thinking. But for other people, it's very hard. So it's not easy for them. I make it look simple. So when I make very, very quick decisions, some of the people that are around me are like, man, John, how do you do that? How do you make such quick decisions? How do you act so fast? And I talked about that a little bit on this past Saturday, that one of the things that allows me to move very quickly is because I've already put in a lot of information into my brain about the subject. So let's just say I was trying to go fishing. I was going to go bass fishing. Let's just use that. So if I was going to go bass fishing, before I went, few days, maybe sometime before, I would start studying everything I possibly can on bass fishing, lures, rods, lines, time of year, watercolor, fishing from the bank, fishing from a boat, watching professional fishermen, watching people talk about it. So what I'm doing is inundating my mind with as much information about it as possible. So now once my brain is inundated, filled with a lot of information about the subject, when other information or things, situations happen, because I have that information. Let's say we're out there and we're about to go fishing, and we're expecting to get on the boat and go fishing, but the boat's not working. Now we got to fish from the bank. Because I've already studied fishing from the bank, it's not a problem for me. I can just do it like it was natural. It looks simple. Oh, John, man, you're over there catching fish, man. We didn't have the boat and we don't know what to do. Well, it's not that it was that simple for me. I took time to put in the work to learn. So things that other people do that look simple to you, it wasn't easy. Those things don't come easy. There's people who say, you know, I think it was Gary Vee or one of these guys said they were a 7-year overnight success. You know how they just talk about people, oh man, they were overnight success. But these guys been grinding and grinding and grinding for years. So the skills and the ability they have, it didn't just happen. They make it look simple though, because if they can go out there on the stage and kill it and make people laugh and get people to purchase and get people to move, that didn't just happen overnight. They probably had another 100 or 200 times they've done that same speech that it was crap when they were working on it. So the point of the matter is that the things that you think other people make look simple, they come with a lot of work. Most people don't want to put in the work. So you can't have that be super smooth on the phone or find all these clients and influencers you want because you're not putting in the work. It takes effort. It takes a plan. It takes things that you do repetitively over and over till you refine it, till you make it to where you don't even think about it. It just happens by itself. My calendar fills up on the weekday. Just come, boop, 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 boop. I'm talking to somebody. Somebody calls me. They're wanting me to close. That doesn't just happen because, oh, John is this and John. No, John's been busting his ass. John is working. John continues to work that hard. So what people try to pay for is a shortcut to those solutions. So you think if you can buy some super course or some super script or some super automation, it'll make it go quicker. It could go quicker, but there's still work to be involved. Most people can't go through the process. You just want the result. Simplicity is the result of work. When I make anything I do look simple, it's because I have worked my ass off in the process to get to where I am, to get to what I have. And I take that approach on everything. Anything I'm trying to do new, I go study. I go put in the work. I went down to Oklahoma last year from March till December. Now, I went down there to go work on the family's ranch, working with cattle. Never worked with cattle before. So I was going to go there in March. So what I did 6 months prior to that is I volunteered at a farm here in Utah. So I went there, and the guy there, Dale, was super awesome guy. And I just asked him, could I help? He started me off doing some things and talking to me and just watching me do these things. And eventually, as he taught me more stuff, it would be at that point where the morning routine, when I walked in, he would just tell me to go do stuff because he trusted me at that point. So what I was doing was actually learning the ropes, putting in the time to learn all these things. This guy taught me about cows, pigs, sheep, llama, goats, horses, all these things he had here at this ranch. So I was preparing myself to go to Oklahoma to start working on the ranch there. Dale also taught me about how to use the land correctly, or at least his version of land management. So he gave me different books to read, different magazines to read. I studied up on it myself. And so I had a really good working knowledge of working on a ranch before I went to go work on a ranch. So now when I got down there, not only did I just come in and go, hey, I didn't go, hey, I know all this stuff. Even before then, I went to college. I went and took a class down there on ranch management, because when you want to learn something and really be proficient at it, you need to educate yourself on it. It doesn't just soak into your brain. You have to educate yourself with people who are actually doing it. I was in the college class and we were out there working with animals. We were out there actually doing things with animals. So you can't really learn how to be a farmer by reading a book. You got to go out there and do some farming. You got to go do some ranching. You guys got to realize that all that information, all that stuff that I did pick up, that helped me when I actually went out and started getting hands-on. You need the hands-on in order to get that aha moment, grasp those little concepts that you, oh man, that's why he says to do that first. That's why he says to do this second. Because see, if you don't actually understand the concept, you'll disregard it. So you'll just skip it completely because you don't think you need it, because you've never really understood it. You just read something. Somebody just told you something. You don't understand it. And you need to have understanding of something, not just information of it. You just don't have to know about it. You need to actually know how to do it. So back to the main theme of this is that in order for something to be simple for you, to be very simple and smooth, you have to inundate yourself with the information, number one. Number two, you have to actually get your hands on it to actually do it. In order to get those concepts that come from the information. See, because the concepts come from the information. Those are actually things that you do because of the information. And you got to get hands-on and get taught by people who know what they're doing. Now, how would I go down to Oklahoma, learn and want to go work on a ranch, and I've been out in the casino learning how to gamble? Now, I'm sure there's something that deals with gambling when you're dealing with those cows, for sure, because you're betting money when you're buying these cows, trying to buy them cheaper and then sell them more expensive. All this stuff, whole bunch of stuff dealing with cows, but I don't want to talk about cows. But just trying to tell you, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it that you got to get your hands on it, and you got to be taught by somebody who's doing it. I could tell you a lot of information about a lot of stuff, but I know and I can give you different ways and great concepts about stuff that I'm actually doing. So those are the three things you need to have in order to make stuff look simple, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether you want to run a marketing agency, do Facebook ads. All these things require the same concepts. Go out, inundate yourself first with all the information before you start engaging a teacher. Go engage yourself. YouTube videos, Google, all kind of shit y'all have available now that nobody else had, 10, 15 years ago. You can find out how to do everything, but the first thing you do is, hey, how do I do this? Well, damn, Google it. Go YouTube it first. Come to a person who can help you with some possibilities. Because if you come with possibilities, that lets the person know that you're serious, that you're just not going to go, oh, you know what you told me was wrong. Well, damn, what did you do? What did you bring to the process? Bring something to the table so somebody can actually help you and give you a little help and push in the right direction. Everybody's sitting with their hands like this. Give me, give me, give me, give me. Go out there and get something. At least try. Then come to somebody else. Hey, I tried this, and this didn't work. I tried this. Okay, well, you are a trier at least. You are a doer. Here, let me give you something else to do that I think works. At least you'll do it. Because see, if I give you the perfect system, set you up with everything that you need to know, if you still don't have the commitment and desire to change your life, it will not work. It won't work. Because you are the key to making everything happen. It's not me. It's not the information I give you. It's you. You got to do it. If we're working on sales, and I'll tell you, you need to do 20 role plays at least on this one thing, and you don't do it, I can't help you. I can't make that sink into your head anymore. Because I've given you the information, I've shown you the path, and I've shown you how to actually understand and grasp the concept by doing the role plays, actually doing it. And when you do it, you'll learn more about yourself and about the situation. Then you come back to someone like myself and say, hey, this is what happened while I was doing it. That's how things become easy for you, because in the process of doing it, that, oh man, that's what happens. Oh, this is what I should do this time. Oh, this is where I need to go next time. That's what happens in the process of doing. Y'all just don't want to do sometimes. You just want to end at the end. You don't even want to do the practice. You just want to read, oh, I'm good. Let me go and close this $1 million deal. I know all the words on the script. It's not the script. It's not the product. It's not the client. It's you. You have to take the time to go through the process to make this simple for you. Learn the information yourself as much as possible. Then get taught by someone. Go do it. touch hands with somebody who's actually doing the thing, and it will start to make sense to you, and you will start to be successful. So I'm done with my rant. There you go. Yeah, we don't lack information, we lack implementation. And it's not a secret. Everyone knows this, but they just try to get beyond it without going through the trials. It's gonna hurt, guys. It's gonna take time, but the results after you put in the energy is well worth it. Any person, I just use myself. After being in the military for 20 years, all the stuff I went through, even in just basic training, well, some of it was horrible. Some of it was really hard. But that stuff is in me. I mean, I can't take that out. I know all that stuff by nature now. And it's the same thing when you actually put in enough time to learn your craft, whether it be sales, whether it be marketing, whether it be fishing, whether it be ranching, whatever it is. When you take the time to get information and actually apply that information and go through that process, you're an expert. It's simple to you because you've been doing it. You not only do you know it, you know how to do it, and you usually can teach it to somebody. Most times, if you can't teach something, whatever you know or supposed to know, if you can't teach a 5 or 6 year old person, give them the concepts, you don't know it good enough. You might have scratched the surface, but if you can't break those pieces down to where a little kid can understand it, you don't know it good enough. We were doing our group training on Sunday, and I was trying to give the concept of how simple I am making the closing call, but how complicated everybody wants to make it. Even the guys I'm working with right now, I give you a tool, a formula that you don't have to even think about stuff. You just got to fill in the blanks. Oh, boop, this equals this. But because you try to make it more complicated than it is, and you're trying to do it yourself, it just makes things way more complicated. Follow the systems that have been given to you. Follow the path that somebody who's already done it is telling you. I mean, it's very simple. Once again, but simple don't mean it's easy. And once you get those repetitions in, it starts to function. You start getting more aha moments. Those things the words just start coming out of your mouth, and you're thinking to yourself, man, that was pretty cool. I'm doing really good at this. Yes, because you're actually doing it. Start doing more. Start doing more. Learn it and go do it. Whatever it is you want to learn, whatever it is you want to be good at. All right, so I got a few minutes. Anybody got any questions before we cut up out of here? Because I got to go get that chicken on. Told you I got some barbecue. How you doing, Deborah? Thank you for coming in. Let me look back and see if I can see any other questions. PM me if I want that. Nikolai, if you want cold calling and closing, I know 4 influencers. Ismail is out there killing it. So Ismail, what type of experience do you have? Yeah, Ismail just went out there and start throwing one of them boss scripts out there, them boss terms. But once again, it's not even that. That term, just using that phrase, if I told you I was doing it for 60 years and I suck, or no experience and I'm awesome, which one you want? That phrase works. The phrase works, but you got to work the phrase. You got to have enough in you to say it and not be, if I told you I had 60 years and I suck. Yeah, you still got to get enough confidence for that. And where does the confidence come from? Repetition of correctness. You have to get reps, but correct reps. Because see, when you rep something correctly, you realize, oh my God, I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better, and the things are working more and more. Because remember, Success, little successes, breed confidence. And the more confident you are, the more you're going to keep doing it. And the more you keep doing it, the more successes. And it just keeps snowballing. But you got to get them little wins. Get them little pieces. Hey, Mufado. First time it didn't work. I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure, because there was a doubt in your brain about the phrase. It was a doubts in your brain about you. All those doubts come into play, and you can feel that. You can feel it over the phone when you're saying something that you don't believe. That person goes, "No, he don't really believe that. He's lying." Once you get a couple of reps in it, or you just have a day where you're like, forget it. And you just get on the phone and just say, you know what? The next time somebody asks me that question, I'm going to say it no matter what. And then you do it and you go, oh, it worked. Yeah, it worked. The question works. You got to work. The question is not going to do it for you. You can't show the person the question and it works. You got to say it. So once you start saying it correctly and with the right passion and power behind it, that is why it's going to continue to work. And just that one thing that works, now you can start stacking things. Because see, when you have confidence in yourself, and then you have confidence in what somebody has given you. Like, if I tell you right now to go and say some other shit to somebody else, I bet you'll listen now. That's the thing that also brings. It brings confidence in the person who you're learning from. When I give you things that work, you go, oh, well, what else can I get? What else can I consume from John? Oh, let me go watch all his videos. Oh, let me go do all this other stuff. Because now you believe. Your belief didn't make it work or not work. It was working anyway. But your belief makes it work for you. It makes it work for you. And so the power is not in the words. The power is not in the script. The power is not in the techniques. The power is in you. And when you can get somebody to pull that power out of you, that's a person you need to stick around. That's a person you need to be around. Because when they could pull that power out of you and make you do some stuff you didn't even think was possible, those are good people to hang around. All right, guys, well, we are at 27 minutes and 46 seconds. I'm going to go to 30 minutes, so that means you got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Any questions, any specific questions? Hi, Joshua. Magic words, not the magic stick. Yeah, we could have won a couple of different ways with that one. But remember, the live on Wednesday will be at 6 p.m., which is 2 hours later than this. And then Fridays will be at 8 p.m. So, and these things are recorded in the group, so make sure you can watch them in the group also. And if you have any topics, any specific things you guys want to talk about, let me know. Come on and ask a question. I work better when you ask me a question because everything that's in here comes out. When I write it on the paper, I do okay, but improvisation is my best ability. Is one of my abilities. But that superpower I have of being able to put all that together and come out is best used on the live stage. Okay, so come back on Wednesday, ask me some questions live, and see the magic happen. Be a part of the transformation of your mind. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and break out. I don't see anything different. Let me see. Can you provide a short training on outbound calls? No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a short training on outbound calls. It's just too much to do. So I might can do a short training on it later, or maybe put it in a group or somewhere. Do a PowerPoint presentation training on it. So maybe we'll throw that as one of the topics in people's choice for the next live completely training event that I do, which should be, let's see, when is my next live training event supposed to be for you guys? The 5th. Yep, the 5th. So the 5th of October will be a live training event on some topic you guys want. Okay, so not something I want to do, no presentation or nothing. It'll actually be a complete training on something, but you guys got to put it in the group. You guys got to show up in the group. You guys got to come on there and give me some stuff to, he said, door-to-door opener. Yeah, I got some of those too. I did door-to-door. Amway, Cutco Cutlery, all those were door-to-door, baby. I did those too. So make sure you get in the group, post some comments on, post some suggestions of things to talk about for upcoming Wednesday and also Friday. And come there, guys. Come out there and get your questions answered. Use me. You'll be surprised the stuff I know. Sometimes I'm surprised by the stuff I know. But just put it to the test. Put me to the test. Come on, ask me whatever you can think about within limits. And let's see how things go on Wednesday. But post in the group for the upcoming training live session on the 5th with everybody with whatever topic you want. And until then, boss out. Talk to you on the next time. Y'all have a good day.